Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Grant here at Diamond State Speed Shop. Hey, guys, real quick, if this is your first time here, thank you for hopping on, joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We really appreciate that for you guys. We're a channel dedicated to high performance model building. So if you're into that kind of stuff, this is a place for you. So we appreciate you watching, and thanks for giving us a like or comment, subscribe. We really appreciate it. Man, I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. You know, guys, we're getting ready to kick off 4th of July weekend. So we hope you guys are going to get to spend some time, man, on that grill with your family, hanging out, and all that good stuff. Man, if I sound like I am inside a barrel, I woke up this morning and just really stopped up. So apologize for that. But hey, we'll get through this real quick. But anyway, guys, I wanted to give you, get on here and give you a quick update on, talk about my El Camino that I'm building. I'm digging in pretty deep with some fabrication here, so I just wanted to kind of show you guys what I'm doing and share with you how I'm approaching this build. Okay, so just started it, and you know, I'm doing my typical, I need to get my stance set, pick out my wheels that I want to use. I'm kind of at that stage, right? If you watched any of my other videos, that's how I always start my builds, is that I want to get my stance right, get my suspension set up before I start moving forward on my build. So what I've done with this one, guys, and the picture of this car that I had in my mind is that it's going to be super low, right? You know, we're talking, you know, something along those lines. Now, what's cool is that these, where those sit up in there, that is where I want the front, and then here's going to be the rear. All right, so you know, we're going to be something along those lines, guys. So it is going to be low, and it's going to be Pro Street. So I got the big meats on the back. Let me talk about these wheels. So, you know, these are the Krager SS wheels. You know, kind of a classic wheel. And my thought process on this build is I'm going to go on monochrome paint job. Wheels, body color are going to be the same. Okay. So those are the wheels I believe I'm going to go with, because, man, I like these because on the rear they are super deep, and I like that a lot. The other option I'm thinking about going with are these Rally, you know, kind of the factory Rally wheels. Those look good too, but I don't, in my opinion, I don't think they look as good as the Kragers. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I've got the center caps that go with those too, so you'll have the, you know, the factory Rally wheel look with the center caps and everything. So, so let me know what you think in the comments. But my original thought process is these Kragers. So anyway, I'm gonna get those painted up. I think I'll know better once I get some color on them to see what they look like, you know, painted up. So talking about the chassis now, guys, what I've done here is I've rebuilt the whole rear floor bed of the car. So you can see, you're probably like, what in the world are you doing with those tubs? So what that is those are pill bottles, guys. And they work fantastic if you look. For those tires. And these are the tires out of a 67 Chevelle Pro Street kit. So, you know, they fit right up in those tubs. So in order for me, obviously, to get the stance I want, I needed to get, you know, a larger tub in there. Well, actually, you know, the kit, didn't come with any kind of tub. It came with some, you know, little bitty, you know, tubs for the factory tires, and obviously it was not going to work for a Pro Street setup. So, so yeah, I cut up some pill bottles, and it's just a, you know, just a regular old pill bottle, and cut it in half, and it ended up working out perfect. So you can see too, I put some styrene on the ends because the end of the pill bottle's got this, you know, this funny looking round indentions going on. So I wanted to fill that up and make it smooth. So cut out some styrene and filled the bottoms of those. So, and then I've got some half round styrene that I put across the top that is going to simulate like a bead roll. So once I get this all painted the same color, it'll look really good. Look like a bead roll there. So, and then again, I rebuilt the floor out of some styrene because the floor that came in the kit, you know, this is it. And I started working on it. I cut it out to fit the tubs, but I didn't want all this texture in there from the boards, you know, board simulation and all that kind of stuff. I wanted it real smooth because this part of the car is going to be painted a glossy color. It's going to be, you know, really shiny. Plus with it, you know, being an 80s Pro Street, you know, those cars were, you know, just kind of over the top with, you know, fabrication and smooth paint jobs and all of that kind of thing. So, you know, really glossy. So that's what I'm going to do back here. This is going to be a highly polished area of the car. I mean, because you can see it, you know, from the top when you're looking at the car. So, so I've got those all glued in, got those all set. So that's pretty much ready to go on the rear section to fit those tires. And then you can see here, these are the bed sides. They're going to go on here, you know, and they're just going to go down like this, you know, they'll fit on there just like that. And so I had to cut out the factory tubs that were in there. And luckily, you know, the radius fit pretty well to these tubs. Yeah, I just took my razor knife and I cut the factory tubs out of there. And then what I did was I took another pill bottle, you know, just like the same size of those, and I've got some self-adhesive sandpaper that I put on there. And then I just put it in this radius here, and then I sanded it to fit the radius of this pill bottle, right? So I made sure it would fit good because this is going to go right over the top of that tub and kind of hide that back side of that tub. So I think that's going to look really good. So once I get this all put together, the way this floor is going to fit up in the bottom of the car should give me the stance that I need to get the tires all the way up in the tubs. So yeah, so that's how that's working out. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting the chassis sorted. You know, basically I'm having to back half this chassis because this will not fit. You can see, obviously, there's no room for the tires in there. So, you know, what I've got to do is that I've got to rebuild the rear section of this chassis to narrow that section where the rear axle mounts. So that's what I'm doing now. And I've got, you know, a square piece of styrene cut and put in there. And then I'm about to start, you know, cutting some more styrene and making my other section for the rear axle to mount. So it's kind of where I'm at on that deal. So, and then I've got my interior kind of mocked up. You know, it goes on there, but you know, to get the interior mocked up, get the bed set, and then get everything put inside the body. That way I can get it mocked up for my my stance and kind of see where everything needs to go after that. But anyway, you know, this is the body, guys. This is the AMT 68 El Camino Street Machine kit. And so far, I'm really impressed with it. This is some really thick styrene, plastic, whatever you want to call it. But I'm really happy with it. There's little bits of flash, not a ton, but it doesn't have really bad mold lines. So so far I'm pretty impressed with the kit. Now this does have a molded in vinyl top. I believe I'm going to sand that down because I don't plan on having a vinyl top on this car, so that's going to go away. But anyway, all in all, I'm pretty happy with it so far. Well, that's kind of where we're at on this one, guys. Just wanted to give you an update and let you know how I'm starting out my approach on this one. And man, it's fun. This is probably fabrication wise one of the more intense ones I've done so far. But hey, man, it's fun, to do this stuff and to get it to come out like you picture it in your mind, right? So this one is working out really well. So anyway, guys, that's all for this one. I'll give you an update as we move along here, but I hope you guys have a great weekend. Happy 4th of July. Hey, do me a favor. Be careful. Let's keep all our fingers, guys. We need it to do this hobby, right? So make good decisions, you guys, this weekend when you're playing with all these bombs and fireworks and everything. So y'all have a good one. Again, thanks for joining. We appreciate you guys so much. Got my Java juice here, and we're gonna finish up and get to work and start the weekend. Appreciate you guys so much. Y'all have a good one. Remember, build models, pet dogs. See ya.